Hey, good morning, everybody. John Dietz, team leader, Keller Williams Realty, Coral Springs. Thank you for joining me on my Walk and Talk video blog. I appreciate you, and let's get started. So I want to talk to you about pricing, and Gary Keller in his book Shift shares that pricing a home in a shifting market requires both science and skill. Now, the first question I'm going to get when I'm having this conversation is, are we in a shifting market? And my answer is going to be, it depends. It depends on location, it depends on price. So I'll speak to Coral Springs, Parkland, for example. Anything under $400,000 is still a seller's market. There is still less than 90-day supply, and homes are selling quickly. Now, I'm saying that carefully because with the coronavirus and everything happening virtually, March was a great month. However, I'm not sure what April's going to look like. That answer that I just gave you a few moments ago may change. In other words, properties below 400,000 may no longer be in a 30 to 60 day supply. Could go up drastically, by the way. And right now, homes that are priced above $600,000 are, in most areas, more than 6 months. Now, what happens when a market shifts from a seller's market to a buyer's market is prices are going to fall. And what typically happens in a buyer's market is, seller's market, excuse me, is the last home that sold creates a new floor. In other words, if I were meeting with you and you're looking at selling your home and we've got a comparable in your neighborhood at $400,000 and there's less than 60-day supply of inventory, we can price your property at $410,000, maybe $420,000, and it's going to sell because of supply and demand. And when that happens, buyers are pushing the prices up. Now, as the market is shifting to more than 6 months of supply, same conversation, except now I'm meeting with a seller and the best comparable in the neighborhood sold for $600,000, and there's more than 6 months worth of inventory. If we're not paying attention, in other words, if we don't realize that we've moved into a buyer's market, or we have a false security of thinking that prices are still rising.
Time, 30 minutes. Distance, 1.78 miles. Average pace, 16 minutes, 50 seconds per mile.
Okay, sorry about that. We could price your property at $610,000, $620,000 using the same strategy we did with a $400,000 home. And the problem is that the right price for your home is actually slightly below the last comparable sale, because the last comparable sale in a buyer's market creates a new ceiling. The next home is going to sell for less. So the right price to get your property sold may be $590,000, slightly below the last home that sold. And if we're at $610,000, we're $20,000 above the market. Now, 30 days later, the seller is going to lower the price. Maybe they'll lower it to $590,000. In other words, where they should have been 30 days ago. Problem with that is the comparable sale is continuing to drop in value as well. And the right price is no longer $590,000, it's now $580,000, and we're still above the market. And 60 days later, same thing happens. Seller drops the price, values continue to drop. 90 days later, seller drops the price, values are continuing to drop. We're still above the market. And what's happening is you're chasing the market down. And what typically happens in that scenario is not that the home sells for less, it's that the home doesn't sell at all. In 2008, during the Great Recession, we went from 50% of our listing inventory selling every 30 days to 10%. We also went from 95% of the homes that were being listed were selling to about a third. In other words, the average homeowner had to list their property 3 times in order to sell it. Now, doom and gloom, not necessarily. Am I saying the same thing is going to happen now? No. I'm not. What I'm saying is you want to understand the science and the skill behind pricing conversations in a shifting market. And if you want more information on this, I'm going to go deep on my 9:30 Zoom coaching call. Just drop your email below and I'll send you a link. Until then, John Dietz, team leader, Keller Williams Realty, Coral Springs, and you make it a great day.